Alright. Let's see if this is working. Hello, everyone. Hello. So let's see. Let's go to my channel. Let's see if we are live. We sure are. Great. Hopefully, someone will join in a while. I would like that, but if it isn't, well, at least then I'm polishing my English. Can I see how many users there are through OBS, or I'll just open it on the second screen then? Channel. Alrighty, so it's just me right now, but that may change at any point. And otherwise, well, I'll always have the VOD. So, stream, we talked about this NPC and how he
Still
solved
think our
some
never
unique
hurts to splurge.
so let's see. We don't need the residence key, but we will buy the bottomless box. We will buy the remainder of the chain set. And with that having been managed, I can probably one-shot him, but I want you guys to use it, right?
Ew!
As you can see, he has a katana. And he's not simply like an NPC version of a player character. If you see his stance, he's like more leaning forward. So let's see
Ew!
if I can aggro him.
Oi! What's this about? It's me! Stop it, I tell you!
Come on. Aggro. Aggro. Does my fist simply not work? Get mad. Get mad at me. I've been doing a bit of farming off camera to get the souls to buy these guys' wares, and also to buy the Crest of Artorias, which we will get to in a bit. Okay.
You've gone mad, have you? I'll keep you.
As you can see, his moveset with the katana is not the usual Uchigatana moveset. He has longer wind-ups. Admittedly, some cool moves. Like, I like to look at these little details. You can see from how he wields it that he's gone mostly hollow. You can see that in his face also, of course. But as you can see from how he holds it, he clearly, like, he once knew how to use it properly. And now, like most things in this game, he's just basically a shell of his former self. So really, this is mercy.
Why me? Little Julia.
We never know who Julia is, but some people say it's the katana, which, I mean, could be, I'm not sure. I've also been leveling up a bit our strength stat, that's why, as you can see, we are now able to one-hand the Black Knight Sword. And so we are going to be progressing a bit more with the game. First of all, let's go back to the bridge. So I'm sure that by now most of you know that you can cut the tail of the dragon to get a special sword that's like very good, and you can actually shoot it with a bow over here. Let me show you. It's gonna take a lot of arrows, but it eventually like becomes possible. You gotta aim it. The hitbox is not exactly where the tail is. Wow, I'm really bad at this game, sorry. There we go. He gets mad, and this process usually takes a while. As you can see, he got hit. But since most people do that, we are gonna be taking a faster but a bit more challenging route, which is we are going to be cutting it in melee, which is perfectly doable. First, you're gonna want him to get on the bridge. That's simple enough. We are just going to wait for him here, where his breath cannot attack us, and eventually he gets impatient and jumps. May take a while. And the second he moves, we should start moving. Let's see. There we go. We may die here because the hitbox, the flame attack, is pretty unforgiving. We didn't, which is great. So now, we could try to kill the dragon in melee. That's also doable. But as I said, the moveset is very frustrating. He does the breath attack often and gives us a few chances to attack. But I believe we have to attack the wall a bit boosted. We should be safe. Let's see. Over here we are safe. And the idea is that eventually he should get closer, at which point we can poke out and die because my own moves. Don't get greedy, get a single weapon attack in, rinse and repeat until it's done. It's a bit boring, but as you can see, the breath attack one-shots us, and it's basically impossible to dodge. So what we really should do is just we hack the wall, and this should be done in a bit. Here. On his first landing we can probably get a bit more damage in. Let's see, let's wait. The second he moves, we gotta get in position. And as you can see, that dragon is not a dragon, he is a drake. Yeah, doing that, that's good for us. That is good as well. I don't know if this wall is safe. I don't think so, but I hope. Oh yeah, so he can only, he's really, if we wanna consider this like a boss fight, he's more of a puzzle. Okay, that was on my end. Let's be patient, see what he does. It really breaks your immersion when you see that the AI of this enemy is so basic. But at least you get a chance to properly... Oh, I think yeah. Yeah, when he does that, I should take cover. The issue is if I get inside that room over there, he despawns. This is probably gonna take us a few deaths, and it's gonna be a little bit frustrating. Let's see if there's anyone in the chat. There is not. I'll try to put it again on my socials. You never know. And let's see. I mean, it's not like I have enough people subscribed, but maybe someone will discover me. That could be fun. I don't know if anyone will, but I mean, I like that. But so far I have one person, which is, I believe, me. So, not great. But hey, you never know. And, I mean, even if this gets amounts to nothing, I'm still practicing my English, which I will need for a job opportunity later. So, all... souls, by the way? I don't see them. I think they are. Well, let's focus now and let's see if we can get this done. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's see. We stab at his toe and we retreat back. Oh wait, I missed. And he does the one that one-shots us. Yeah, so I mean, as you can see, this is really not peak gameplay. As much as Dark Souls 1 is a fantastic game, some parts of it, especially like the dragon, for example, the purpose of its existence is not to fight it, but to force us to go through an alternative path or to skip past him. This is why the gameplay of fighting it is really unsatisfactory. It's mostly because you were never supposed to, so they didn't expend that much depth time on it. But I want to do it just for completion's sake, because if I run to that bonfire over there, he will despawn, and if I go through the other path, eventually he will. Yeah, good. Do the stomp. I'm gonna retreat preemptively. I think no, I'm not safe. I have to go to that other one. And now I die. And I mean, people say Dark Souls is a difficult game. This is not difficult, it's just frustrating. It's heavy on the RNG and it really doesn't test your skills, it just tests your patience and your luck. And really, testing your luck is also, in a way, testing your patience. Just how long can you try before you get the good RNG? But there we go. At least we are getting a few passive souls from the hollows on the path each time, which is not bad. Okay. Come on, big guy. Come on, big bad guy. Okay. Land on feet. Choose swings. Take your breath. And swings. We retreat. He is now on the other side. We roll here for safety. And if he pokes, I don't think that was a hit. The claws themselves don't seem to have their own hitbox. Again. But at least it would seem that as long as we okay, let's see. Here are the steps. That was a hit. he returned to his perch. But he got off it a lot faster this time. Wait. Okay, so let's wait for him to get down. His HP shouldn't have reset. So maybe we can get him down in a few more leaks. Okay, let's go. Go down, go down, go down. Go down here. There we go. Finally. Long death animation. And 10,000 souls for our effort, which is not too shabby at all. My mouth is pasty. Alrighty. Let's light this bonfire. And am I resting here? Usually we would go get here through a different path, but this is fine. Right now, my next goal is to get my faith to 20. For a few miracles we may want down the line, and some particular interactions. We will need, I believe it's either 20 or 25 faith, so that when we pray here in the Altar of Sunlight, we can get the lightning spear miracle. Nope. Oh wait, let's equip our trusty parrying shield, because up over here we have one of our good old friends. Oops. Okay, danger. Drink. Let's see if we can get a parry. I wouldn't mind getting the great sword version of our weapon, though of course right now. Hey, come on, come on, come on. Oh. He just don't stop, do he? Okay. Gonna roll over here for safety. Drink twice. Roll again. Let's go down these stairs and wait for him all the way over here, where we will have a bit more room to dodge. I don't know that he will make it the whole way down, actually. Maybe he's too tall, or maybe just not. Yeah, he's not too tall, but maybe he's just not interested. Oh, well, he's interested in one-shotting me, that's for sure. No biggie. We just did it poorly over there, but it's not a big deal. You just gotta get one or maybe two parries, and that should be fine. Alrighty. Round 2, buddy. There we go. And it's a one-shot. Great sword. No, Paratitanate chunk, which will be probably useful later. Let's go down, down we go. So now we have so many options on where to go. We have the Crest of Artorias, so we can head over to that whole part of the map that we open with it. Which, or we can just die to the armor board like a moron. We can go defeat the Bell Gargoyles, which is where we should be going in standard game progression. We can go defeat the Hydra, which is probably what I will be doing, because you'll see in a minute. Okay, so he charges. Oh. Man, I should have fucking better reaction time today. Swing. Oh, we got a humanity. That's nice. Yeah, so I probably could never make it big as like one of those gaming YouTubers. Among other reasons, because like you have to be very high energy, and I'm not usually very high energy, and when I am, it's because I'm pissed, so that's not fun to watch either for most people. Like even here when I'm dying, I'm just like, whatever. So we go down here. And yeah, so we are gonna be going, first of all, we are gonna be defeating the Hydra, which is a hassle. It's another uncomfortable mini boss fight. But once we do that, we should be able to get an NPC that will help us greatly for our purposes of showing just a bit more of the game, showing our builds and whatever. After that, we may actually head to Blighttown, not to fight Quelak just yet, but to go to the Great Hollow, which is it's one of my least favorite areas of the game. Thankfully, it's fully optional, but it is but it does hold a lot of twinkling titanite, so more than enough if we are patient that we could use it to get our Black Knight sword to +5, which would be huge. It would really be like a very oh, Baldur's Knights, right? Oh, I never changed my shit. I mean, I'm just out of it today. Okay, let's see. Grass crystal. Okay, what's behind Corroided? We will be exploring the Undead Parish a lot further in a bit, but first I wanna go deal with the Hydra, so let's see. Away with you two. Go to one hand, run with the shield just in case, but if you can strafe, it's better to avoid stamina damage. And here we will be getting back to Andre. Has someone... Oh, hi! Hi, Angelina Gaming 83. It's not my... It's one of my favorite games, for sure. I really like it. I wouldn't say it's my favorite. Dark Souls 3 improves a lot on the formula. What little I have played of Elden Ring was just phenomenal. But, I mean, there's things about Dark Souls 1 that are absent in Dark Souls 3 that I do like a lot. Let's see if we can get the full, like, full set of armor going. Nope. Nope. So let's meet this NPC here. So as I was saying, there's certain things that I really like about Dark Souls 1, as you are seeing, like how open-ended it is. Dark Souls 3 is far more linear, but on a technical level, Dark Souls 3 is so superior.
I was absorbed in thought. I am Siegmeyer of Katarina. Quite honestly, I've run flat up against a wall, or a gate, I should say. The
Here we
thing
go,
just won't.
tragic NPC time.
And oh, have I... Wait. still.
So yeah, these gates will be opening once we ring the 2 bells of awakening. Man, my throat is a bit sore today. I'm gonna cash in our souls now and get a few more levels. And I just realized that I should probably, let's see, up. Gonna be increasing our intelligence also. And then we are gonna be heading to the Dark Root Basin to face off against the Hydra, which is just so cool. But thankfully we have a weapon that's very overpowered for this stage in the game, so we should be fine. Like, the Black Knight sword is such a great tool for me to just show you more of the game. Because if I didn't have like such a powerful weapon this early in the game, eventually your weapons sort of even out. But right now the Black Knight sword is just so good, and it allows me to show off aspects of the game, like killing the Hellkite Drake, that I just wouldn't have been able to. Oh, speaking of killing the Hellkite Drake, we never talked about his sword, and it's a very interesting one. So let's go to it. Drake sword. Oh wait, I'm being. I wonder if the grab is a one shot. Yep, yes it is. Also, fun fact: if you get hit by like a grab or a very long animation that takes a while to deal damage, you can just quit out of the game and you will spawn next to the enemy outside of it. You can it's something speedrunners do often. But let's read it here where it's safe. So the Drake sword. This sword, one of the rare dragon weapons, is formed by a drake's tail. Drakes are seen as undeveloped imitators of the dragons, but they are likely their distant kin. Yeah, the English is not always the best on this game. The sword is imbued with a mystical power to be released when held with both hands. The English is not always the best because, like, before Dark Souls 1, even though Demon Souls had been fine, and other games in the series like Kingsfield had also been fine, Dark Souls 1 was the big hit. Like, Demon Souls would not have been nearly as popular as it became if not for Dark Souls 1. Really, it's just it's interesting actually, because I think that, like, if they had quit on the Souls formula on Demon Souls, which is it's a very competent game, but it really isn't very, like, it's not nearly on the level of Dark Souls 2. Sorry, Dark Souls 2, no. Dark Souls 2 sucks. Dark Souls 1. I'm also reminded of, like, this YouTuber I used to follow as a kid. He was big on the Souls games. And one of his takes was that Demon Souls was the hardest game in the series. Which I think, like, you can make a case that since, like, your movement was a lot more limited, the animations to heal were a lot slower, it was a lot clunkier. But it's a way easier game in retrospect. There's so many things that are completely overpowered. You can beat the final boss of the game by firing at him through the fog gate without ever having to actually fight him. And he's like not the he's one of several bosses you can just do that to, like just kill without ever fighting. It's not a bad game, and like depending on what you understand as an easy or difficult game, it's not an easy game either. Okay, so speaking of difficult things, this area is a bit tricky. The crystal golems are not super dangerous, but they are not like simple either. They can easily one-shot us, and their movesets are a bit deceptive. But we also have to deal with the water blast from the Hydra, which we can also use to our advantage, because as you can see here, they also have crystal golems. But we have to clear the crystal golems before we close in on the Hydra. Well, that was fair. I'm sure that was really fair. Not really a point on getting frustrated. We can just go do that. I think I'm actually just gonna be running through all the side content of the game that's not like mandatory to complete it, like the root basing, the explore the forest later. We will also be returning to the Undead Asylum. And we can go to the Great Hollow too. We could go through the ruins of New Londo again, but there's nothing too important there, and I would rather go later when we have the Kursk Artorias Greatsword. Though maybe that's actually maybe since I'm doing the actual Artorias build, I will try to get the non-cursed version, which has better scaling. We'll see. But for now, yeah. So once we close in on the Hydra, it becomes rather trivial. Though that whole area is also like frustrating. What I don't like is that while the Hydra is not mandatory to beat the game, it is expected that you will fight it. Like, you need to kill it to acquire Ulasil, which is a semi-relevant NPC, especially when taking the DLC into consideration. So let's get our souls back first of all. Let's see, we have aggroed 2, 3. So let's see if the water blasts can help us thin them out. And in the meantime, okay, yeah, so I think that there we go. They are slow, but it really pays to keep an eye. Wait, no, I know that that one does an AoE. If that had hit us, thankfully the hitbox is quite narrow, we probably would have died. Yeah, that's a kill move also, I think. They only give 200 souls, which feels a bit low. They're big guys, they probably should give more. Okay, so we have the final one. And that's the counter hit damage, baby. It will get ya. I can hear the water, I don't know if I can dodge it. Did some of it hit the big guy? It did. Yeah. Swing and 2 swings. We take a hit, but okay. So now that we don't have to deal with the crystal golems, we should be able to just rush towards the Hydra and use elevation to our advantage. Or maybe we just die to the splash, because this is an old game with old graphics, and and the shockwave explodes you. No big deal. As my mother used to say, patience is the mother of all science. The only thing that's a bit frustrating is running the whole way over there, but I don't think there's any bonfires that are closer. Hopefully we should be able to do it on the next one. I would hope that we can do it on the next one, because it will be a pretty boring stream otherwise. Man, if only I had money to get an editor. Come on, I know you're here, motherfucker. Okay. So right now I'm one-handed the greatsword, even though two-handed deals more damage, just because I'm favoring the wide horizontal sweeps to the vertical swings. But I may change, and I may go for the two-handed one. My nose was itchy. Let's see how long have we been streaming? About half an hour. Alrighty. Here we go. yeah, with two-handed we two-shot them instead of three-shot. Relevant. Okay, two are aggro. This one will probably get taken out. Oh, never mind. Are we in range for any more water blasts? We don't seem to be. Oops, I'm hitting that one. Okay, and two for one. Okay, so we are gonna bait the blasts in this direction, and then we are gonna sprint in the opposite. We should have enough time to get rid of this one. Wait, no, I can hear the water. Okay, comes once. Okay, good, that's done. So it's back. Okay, I think we got it. Once we get it, start to play, I just go over to us. Probably I instead will drive back. And that shouldn't happen. That hasn't happened the other times I've done this. Maybe it's because I did it. Right? And we can block it. And we can swing against the heads. Okay, so if one hits us from the side, we will take damage. Okay, one head has it's actually not necessarily a good thing. Because it's while less head. Let me go. Yes. I almost shot myself for a second there. Okay. It's pretty low on HP. What can happen is you kill it before destroying all the heads. Because you deal more damage than HP it has. Which actually that may be worth attempting. Or we can get a fucking kick. Or we can miss. Yeah, I'm bad at this game, I'm sorry. See, poke. Okay, two heads remain. What's tricky is that they will force us out of our little safe corner. Was that enough? Okay, yeah, Zayin. Dragon Scale and Dusk Crown Ring. Great. So, Dusk Crown Ring. Also, be very careful because, like, it's hard to tell with the light up here. But there's a kill box, like, a bit further into the lake. There's a step here. And man, I wish I could increase my monitor size. Then there's this cable up here. So now that we have killed the Hydra, a special enemy will appear here. But for us, for the enemy to spawn, we have to quit the game. Continue. here it is. A golden crystal gold. I think it has a bit more HP, maybe a bit more damage than the regular one. Let's see, does it have more HP? Yes. And higher defenses, since we dealt 280 and now we will deal 216. And maybe like twice as much HP, but out of it comes Dusk of Ulasil.
So, it is thou who rescueth me. Most gracious, I am deeply obliged. I am Dusk of Ulasil. I cometh from an age long before thine. I cannot stay here for long. So, before I disappear, allow me to ask one thing. My home, Ulasil, is the home of ancient sorceries. My hope is to pass this profound knowledge to thee, with thine approval. Would this be of assistance to thee?
We will say yes.
Thanks. I am pleased beyond words. Then I shout, engrave my signature. Thou art in need. Pray summon me from my signature. Seems that my time is done. May the great flames guide thee.
And she fades away. And I'm going to be talking about Dusk and Ulasil acting like I don't know what's going on in the DLC until we get to the DLC, because it would have been the usual experience. And now if we quit, oh wait, no, I think first we have to summon her. I don't know if I have to be in human mode to summon her. That would be annoying, because I will have to make the whole run back. Speaking of annoying, water that doesn't let us move at the proper speed and makes our roads consume a lot more stamina. And don't worry guys, we will be going up that stair in a bit. But first, I wanna get to Ulasil, sorry, to Ulasil, to Dusk, for a reason. And in a bit, we will be reading Dusk's mechanics description. There we go. Here's her map. She appears over here like someone for battle, but instead it's to talk to her.
I am Dusk of Ulasil. It is an honor to see thee again. I shall follow thy wishes.
We learn the proper bow.
For a very long time, I was trapped within the crystal golem from my home.
Oh hey, we got a Russian bot. So fun.
Who was I? My faith reneweth.
So, as you can see, her sorceries are yellow or gold, as very different. So let's take a look at them. Turns body nearly invisible. Although perfect invisibility is unachievable due to risk of dissipation, the caster need only stand still for a moment to blend into environments with astounding camouflage. This is what's interesting. Ancient sorcery of the lost land of Ulasil. This light-producing sorcery is elementary, but nonetheless demonstrates the achievements in mysticism of Ulasil. Such magic has not been developed even in Vinheim. So we know now that the ancient magic of lost Ulasil is not necessarily more powerful, but more complex or more elaborate, or just different than the one in Vinheim, which, if you recall, was where the NPC, Ricker, that we met, the blacksmith, its effect, the sorcery was a part of everyday life in Ulasil. For example, Reaper Powder, which must have found its way into the culture of this lost land. Chameleon, skilled stealth sorcerer, hidden weapon. Not a simple augmentation, making it dependent on the skill of its caster. An example of the capacity of Ulasil sorceries to control light. And now we have the Ulasil Ivory Catalyst. Sorcery Catalyst of Lost Land of Ulasil, formed by enchanted white bark branches. The white bark boosts sorcery adjustment, but the sorceries of this lost land are gentle and not affected by intelligence. This is so interesting because, first of all, as you can see, none of these spells deal any damage. They are just support spells or trickery spells. And the catalyst, it doesn't scale with your intelligence. It just has high base power. So you can see that everyone in Lost Tulasil, they just cast magic as a way of their lifestyle. They have no interest in like battles. So for that purpose, since everyone had to be able to cast, they had these catalysts which are worse than a regular catalyst if you are a powerful wizard, but if you're a regular person, they're better. We are going to be buying it,
If thou art in need, pray summon me again.
of
I
course.
only wish to be of some genuine assistance. May the flames guide thee.
And she... Oh, she doesn't disappear. Do I have to talk to her? Oh no,
If
never
thou
mind.
art in need,
So we are going to be buying the catalyst, though we are going to be using it for, let's say, less gentle purposes than the people of Ulasil did. Because we don't have we have pretty low intelligence right now. But thanks to that catalyst, we will be able to cast powerful spells. Or like caster spells, basic spells with a lot of power, which will be very useful to us, since that will give us a ranged option. So let's see, we get over here again. Man, I know it's such a minor annoyance on the grand scheme of things, and there we go. After we summon Dusk, we can find... her gear on a corpse, which you may say, which opens the door to several theories. One is that this is just there for game mechanics, which I don't personally believe. Even from this game, Yasaki doesn't usually do things just because. I think Dusk is dead, and that's why she said her time here was short. But here is a very interesting item. Its wearer is blessed by all manner of magic. Increases our power, but the damage we suffer from magic attacks also rises. That's completely fine. Very few enemies actually deal magic damage, especially in this stage of the game, and it gives a really meaningful boost to the damage of our spells. So once we get some spells, we will be using it. I want to check if I can carry the catalyst on my offhand without mid-rolling. I cannot. Well, we'll work on that later. So now we are going to go up this little stair. And I don't quite recall where it leads us, but I do believe it gets us to the deep dark root forest where the fucking cats are, and that may be a problem. But we have the sword, so we may be able to hold our own. I usually would just run from those guys, but at least that way I can show off the moveset. Snake Eater. If you know the meaning. Okay. Here. Oh yeah. So let's see what's in store for us over here. Soul of a Brave Warrior. Won't complain about free souls. Climb up. Oh, we also got Dusk's ring. Yeah, it doesn't say anything interesting. It gives us more casts of spells at the cost of alpha HP. It's a powerful item. Having extra spells is nice. Speedrunners actually make great use of this item. Not because they have any interest on being able to cast more spells, but simply because they want... oh wait, I can hear the cat. Oh no, it's just you. Man. As you can see, these guys have a lot more HP than the ones we met before, because this is supposed to be a more advanced area. What was I saying? Oh yeah, they use it in conjunction with another ring, the red tearstone ring, which increases your damage when you are low on HP. There's, I mean, they are significantly stronger, but since we have a very overpowered weapon, it just goes from a one-shot to a two-shot, which is really not a problem. And I just realized that we spent 20,000 souls on the Crest of Artorias, which, I mean, I probably would have gotten it anyways, but I think that actually we are in the area that's unlocked by the crest, so it was a bit of a waste. No, 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 do not kill me, do not kill me. Okay, out of stamina, no panic rolling is no one's friend. Roll now, and I die. Man, it's gonna be so annoying to get back. I probably should get back because 10,000, like, that's more than 10,000 souls. That's a fair few levels, but at the same time, it's so annoying. Hmm. Oh, by the way, remember the Divine Ember we found after defeating the Moonlight Butterfly?
That's a rare ember you have there. I've seen one of those before. It's the ember of a divine blacksmith. Might you consider leaving that with me? I can produce divine weapons with a flame such as that.
Let's give him the Divine Ember.
Thanks for that. You've made a fine decision. You soon shall see.
And now we can take our basic weapons and turn them into blessed weapons, which deal bonus magic damage based on our faith. And most importantly, skeletons that we kill with them cannot resuscitate. So we will be eventually getting a divine weapon for when we go into the catacombs. But that's not for a bit. Right now, as I said, we are gonna be looking at all the extra things we can do before getting to the gargoyles, which would be the next, like, in a regular playthrough, they would be our next destination. Fun fact, with the Master Key you can beat the entirety of Dark Souls 1 without ever fighting the Taurus Demon. Which I think is... I actually did that as a challenge once. I made a character named him Taurophobe, and basically so, like, my goal was to beat the game without ever stepping foot in the Undead Burg, which is the first area. It was, like, I mean, honestly... On the chart of Dark Souls challenge runs, it really is quite a low one. It's not particularly special, but I found it amusing at the time. I don't know if, I mean, this is certainly not a challenge run. It's not, can you beat Dark Souls 1 while explaining all the lore and trying to have it make sense? I guess would be the title, but I mean, I let the backlogs do that. If you guys like Dark Souls challenge runs, check out the backlogs for phenomenal channel. They really made me like fall back in love with this game, especially with their one-shot challenge. I wish I could hear the chat, or like have a notification if the chat is going to be seen. Maybe I could have it like on a tablet or something next to the computer. Climbing up. Half an hour to go. I really hate the plant enemies. They are not like particularly dangerous, but they have a tendency to gang up, which is always a slippery slope in this game. And you have to add that to the fact that they just have weird hitboxes. They sometimes don't take damage when you hit them. They have a lot of range. They have that insta-kill grab attack. I mean, it wouldn't be an insta-kill if I had more HP. As I said, I'm not really going to be leveling much HP this run. Which, admittedly, I should be doing. Like, it's very foolish not to. Especially when we are, like, braving high-level areas, such as this one, early in the game. Gonna retreat, and I'm actually gonna pop. Wait, no. Maybe. Wait, no. I can't cross the bridge because I'm even running. And I die because I'm a Boron. You know, since I have nothing forcing me to go back there right now, and I have like nothing to gain in that area really, I'm gonna do a strategic retreat, and instead I'm gonna go get the shortcut to Firelink Shrine. Let's go, let's go. So now we are gonna be, I guess, I don't know if I should call this a mini-boss, an elite enemy. This is the, I mean, it's really a two-shot, but he doesn't respawn. There we go. That was a Bereniken, and he drops a Titanite shard. And over here we can find a Firekeeper soul. And as I said, each Firekeeper soul has different lore. I wonder why... I know they usually have different... Did they change this in the remaster? I know that each one had different, like, a different lore to it, and that was also why... And that was also why, like, you could use it to resurrect each Firekeeper. Well, I'm not really gonna dwell on that right now. So let's see, we can head to the Asylum to fight against the Stray Demon. Or we can go to the Valley of Drakes and subsequently Blighttown to instead fight the... well, to go to the Great Hollow and upgrade our weapon. I admittedly don't know which one would be wiser. The good thing is that now by resting here, we get glorious 10 Estus. Oh, how I miss you. And our 10 Estus is about to get better. Because we can upgrade it twice. We could have done this a while ago, but we didn't. Yeah, you know what? Let's try for the Stray Demon. After all, we have a Black Knight weapon, which, on top of dealing a lot of damage, I actually don't know how much damage it deals to demons in this game. Because in Dark Souls 3, Black Knight weapons deal 20% bonus damage to demons. Right? And that's fine. But I know that almost everything that's like 20% in Dark Souls 3 was 50% in Dark Souls 1. Okay, we get here. That roll is trickier than it may appear, and it can lead to some frustration. Another roll. We get the Undead Asylum key. Then I don't know actually if can we like get here? Oh yeah, okay, we can get back. Good. Okay, so we need to get to the nest. That's up here. We curl up like a ball. Like I don't know what the logic is. Is that supposed to like make the bird think that we are an egg? Because like if that's the case, the bird wouldn't just pick up an egg and take it to the asylum. There we go. And goodbye to Lordran. For a bit, anyways. Oh yeah, these guys, they are so scary. They are like actually really dangerous. The torch hollows. Because they can like, yeah, that attack over there, if that hits you from closer, it will just one-shot you. That attack, it stun locks you and then it one-shots you. And speaking of birds, you.
Give me.
So it's very frustrating in this version of the game to trade with the crow because
No.
oh no, fuck! Yeah. So what I was about to say was that sometimes you will exit the menu and just accidentally backstep and die, which not fun. Also, I don't recall what items he wants in this version of the game. Sadly, but let's see. Oh yeah, we will get into why Dusk was in a crystal golem a bit later when we get to the Duke's archives. And sorry, I was checking the chat. Oh, it's whatever. It's baby damage. And now I miss. This is gonna become so annoying. I'm just gonna use the direct sign. And I think I'll probably see how long it takes me to beat the Stray Demon, which can be hard on this HP just because some of his hitboxes are a bit wonky. And even though he's slow, he deals a lot of damage. Gotta line up, get a good roll, don't fall. We go up the stairs, become egg. We don't have to wait on subsequent times, thankfully. Torch fuckers. I really like this is my most hated enemy in the game, and I know I'm not in the minority. Like that's a pretty popular opinion. So what I'm gonna do is if we step there, we will start the fight against the Stray Demon. that we have set our spawn. The fall damage at the start. Oh wait, no, I hate that attack because it has that. So I've been playing this game on the Switch Lite. Oh wait, no. And on the Switch Lite, it still has the graphics of the like original Prepare to Die edition. So that blast is very like deceiving. The reach of it. Okay, good. We want to see the attack. I mean, okay. We walk away. Then we take a hit. We walk away. We roll behind him. He flies. Wanna take the chance to hit me. That bat slam has like a very dangerous. Speaking of dangerous lingering hitboxes, yeah. So he does that thing, and it's like so difficult to dodge. Because it takes up so much of the screen. Usually the strategy is to just like hug his butt. Of course, taking fall damage at the start is... Like having these guys in the arena is a problem. The fall damage at the start is a problem. Yeah, this attack, which is not a one-shot but almost. Okay, we roll back. When he does that, we get away, but otherwise we should be sticking to his path. We walk away a bit. Hit twice here. We run away. Hit his butt. Again. Run away. Okay, he's good. Yeah, so that's why we stick to his path. Because the hitbox for that attack is like very hard to avoid, especially for an attack that's like nearly one. If he keeps doing that, this will take a while, but it's not a problem. Likes that again. Okay, he is really liking that attack this fight. I wonder if that's like his response to us being behind it, because that's the only attack he has is behind him. That or the bat slap, which I think is like programmed to do less frequently. But yeah, this is fine. We just hit. Okay, he does the bat slap. Okay. So now. Okay, never mind. Yeah, all fine. Let's avoid this one. Then 2 hits. There we go. Achieve. We get humanity, homeward bone. He drops a titanite slab, which is needed to upgrade the our items to max. I'm gonna heal using a humanity. And I'm gonna be equipping our parry shield yet again. So there's a stairway over there. I think that's the only way out. I don't know if it actually spawns like right as we defeat him. There's a few things in the Asylum that we can make use of. There's a Black Knight. which I don't think, yeah, since this one is in a later area of the game, we won't one-shot him. Why do I get greedy? I will never know. Okay, there we go. A second Black Knight sword, which is mostly useless. But we get the Peculiar Doll, which is a very useful item because it will allow us entry to a hidden area in the game. Again, saying anything is hidden in Dark Souls at this point, when everyone has beaten this game to hell and back, is kinda redundant. But it was intentionally hidden, and I think for good reason. It's just where they put like a bunch of their scrapped ideas and concepts. We climb up over here. And yeah, so I actually don't think we even have to like beat the stray demon to get the important stuff from this area. You usually do, because like if you are new, you will just fall in the pit, or in my case, you will want to kill him for the Titanite slab and the... Okay, that was bad. So yeah, patience, so we just parry. We don't like when he does that. We wanna stay close to him, so he does this attack because that is very telegraphed, very easy to dodge. You can also backstab these guys, which is another option. Red Titanite chunk again, which is whatever. And we are about to re-encounter an old friend. Come everyone, give it up for Oscar! Who has killed us. If you recall, last time we saw Oscar right before he died, he said, I would hate to hurt you after I die, which you know. He did just now, so, I mean, he did warn us. And it's so interesting the fact that technically this NPC fight we are having right here, in the original concept of the game, there's even like scrap voice lines for it and everything. This was gonna be the final fight before New Game Plus, just us versus Oscar. Don't need skill when you have damage. And he drops the Crest Shield, which is, I mean, it's a fine shield. There's the Crest Shield, the Dragon Crest Shield, and I think there's another one, and each is resistant to like one... Oh yeah, this one. To one type of elemental damage. I believe the Crest Shield is resistant to magic. I know the Dragon Crest Shield is resistant to... Man, I wonder if people like would actually, in the year of our Lord 2025, just watch like a playthrough, like with like an episodic playthrough of this game when everyone has already done that to death. I don't think so. I'm just doing this mostly because of myself. But yeah, usually everything is like montage, high quality challenge runs. And like I myself enjoy them, of course. Rest the Iron Ring, this will be useful later, and we are out of things to do, so we can go back home. And we are gonna be ending the stream over here. Bit brief, but I did enjoy myself. I hope you all did too. See ya!